everyone, welcome back to our channel.
I'm Yvonne.
And this is Claire.
Yes, so we just want to welcome all of you, the new subscribers, the old ones. Swing along, come along, let's have fun. Yes, and so today's episode, we are throwing it way
Taking you
back to
2019.
2019. Be excited about this vlog because it was one of our best travel experiences. If you follow us on social media, if you know us in real life, you know we love travel.
Yes.
So
in 2019, we were both of us celebrating our 30th birthday. So
big highlight of the year.
To the third floor.
The big daddy.
Yes.
So what better way to celebrate than having like an amazing trip to Asia? So we chose Asia. We wanted to go and explore. Wanted to go somewhere we've never been. Somewhere fun. Somewhere party scene and all that. Singapore. I must confess, I watched the movie Crazy Rich Asians. I was sold.
Yeah.
I was sold. There was no any other way.
And you were so pushy on me and Claire. You have to watch this movie.
We had to go to. Did you see that movie?
I know.
Did you see that? Like everything. As they were driving through the city, the islands, it was just so
the
beautiful.
Wedding in water,
The
people
wedding,
walking on top of
the
water.
style, everything. So I'm like, we have to go to Singapore.
Yeah.
So the next step was to see how can we get to Singapore. Do we need a visa? What do we need to get there? And
Visa free.
exactly. So we found out, we lucky Rwandans, it is visa free to India. It's like basically you're entering into your own country.
Yeah.
So that was the next part that sold us to go to Singapore. Yeah, why?
Remember, it's a very small city. Everything is accessible. You can walk to this place to the other place. Yeah.
We discovered it's a state city, right? It's a state.
City state.
It's a city state. It's Singapore. There is nothing else more to it. It's a city, it's a state, it's everything. It's just one bubble in there.
You can't say that you're going to Kigali or Gisenyi or whatever. It's just
everything.
Singapore.
It's Singapore.
Yeah.
And then the good part of it is pretty small, so everywhere is just accessible, very vibrant. And it's a party scene.
The diversity, you find all kinds of people there.
It's more like Dubai, right?
Yeah, it's
you
more
can
like
find
Dubai.
Indians, Americans, Africans. Everyone is just there. It's so diverse, very green. Everything. Remember, they're more into preserving nature. It is
so beautiful.
They have those
the
beautiful
trees,
gardens.
The city is so green,
so clean. Actually,
clean.
yes. We used to think Kigali is the cleanest until we met Singapore. I think they were our elder sisters. They teach us how to do things. Yes, they're so clean. Everything is spot on clean. Everywhere you go. Let's talk about the architecture.
That thing is so creative. Creativity.
You just look like you look at a stadium, you look at a hotel, everything is just way out of this world. Something so is extra.
Something is made out of a flower and it's a building.
Exactly.
Yeah. Something is made out of
things
a phone,
floating,
but it's a building.
It's really like every day it's like you're touring. It's a touristic place.
It's an island.
So every corner you see water. Water makes everything
beautiful. Boats
makes everything beautiful.
The people. Oh my god, you guys, we were like celebrities by the way.
The people are so kind.
I know.
I think they're not used to many African tourists over there. Remember you had your cornrows?
Yes.
I think no one had seen cornrows before. Black cornrows mixed with white. You know she's extra. Trying to take a picture.
Please, let's take pictures. They don't. Most of the people we met, they don't even speak English.
So
language. Yes. And we are like, okay, yes, let's
but
take
then
pictures.
also that everyone, even if they don't understand the language, they really
so
try to direct you, and it's so helpful.
Yeah.
And I think what makes the place more like the experience is the people. Even if you go to a place with good buildings, tourists and all that, but
they're so
the people,
open-minded.
yes, the people really made us love our experience in Singapore. All right. Do you have any
The city is
downsides to
very
Singapore?
expensive, yeah. Very expensive.
It is ridiculously expensive,
Yes.
my friend.
So
If
if
your
you want to
wallet
go, if you want to go, please save up your money. Save up your
We
money.
used to live like peasants in Singapore, remember?
Yes.
We would walk everywhere,
Yes.
foot, because the taxis are expensive, the cabs,
And then
the trains, everything is expensive
But-
actually.
but
Maybe if you have the card,
you remember
you buy
when we
the-
found out about the card and
the metro card,
yeah, the metro
you can use
card,
it, the bus and everything, yeah. But because it's really small, so we used to walk everywhere. By the time we go to bed, our feet were like swollen this big.
Yeah.
So you just have to know, you plan. Anyway, if you're not going to shop, because
You can't shop,
And-
guys,
you can't shop.
unless you.
Unless you're a billionaire.
Yes, you can't shop.
That's only the downside of Singapore, that it's expensive. So we used to accommodation, the hotels are very, very expensive. We stayed in a hostel for how many?
For 3 nights.
For 3 nights, and then
Yeah.
we moved our big night. We had that
Yes.
planned out, all
Planned
that
out for
big
our-
epic night.
Yeah, for our birthday.
Yeah,
So
in the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. That was the best hotel I've been to.
the best so
the
far.
best, yes,
Yes, that's the best so far.
We had to rob a bank to sleep in that hotel, but it was
Yes,
way
it
worth
was.
it.
So let's
worth
give you a recap of our trip to Singapore. So we arrived at around
It was 2:30 in the afternoon.
So let's talk about the airport, Yvonne. Oh my God. Hmm?
It's the best airport in the
In
world,
the world.
as record
In
shows.
the world.
But I think even that is an understatement.
Yes.
The airport itself. You can literally, actually, I
You
was
can live there.
Remember, I was telling you.
You can't even feel the time.
I was telling
like
you, we
transit
don't even
time.
have to go out. We can just stay here, finish our Singapore trip in the airport, and we're back to Kigali because we had seen it all.
Yes.
The airport itself. So we went through immigration. Just see your passport, book hotel bookings and stuff like that. Then you're in.
Yeah.
The airport is.
And then feed your eyes.
Cool.
You
It's a
forget
feast
you
for
have
the
to get out of
eyes.
the airport.
Actually, the first day when you arrived, remember we spent like 2 hours
Yes.
after immigration. We're just moving around,
Moving around.
taking trains and taking buses around the airport. Oh my goodness. If they say that someone really showed out about their country, Singapore, they show out. They go big.
They go beyond. Yes.
So it has, inside the airport, they have this jewel. Remember the fountain jewel? On the day we arrived, it was closed for some
There
reason.
was a function.
A function
There
or
was a
something.
function,
So
yeah.
we had to save it for the day we left.
Yes.
But then still, even without the jewel, you move around, it's so artistic, it's so decorated, flowers.
You can't. I'm telling you, you can't feel
Woo!
your transit hours when you're in Singapore
You can
airport.
be there
you
for
can't.
days.
Yeah.
I think literally, they even told us people just come from town just to be at the airport.
Yes.
Like someone says, today I'm visiting
Today-
the airport.
Today I'm just chilling at the airport. Second day we went to Fort Canning. It's a park.
It's a historical site.
Yeah.
It is where the soldiers used to be. It's like a back in the 1800s. That's where the soldiers used to come fighting some wars in Asia and all that. Yeah. So it has some beautiful sightings, beautiful gardens,
Beautiful gardens.
and also it has that good place that will take a picture. Who else is like me where you go on Instagram, see a place,
Try
and
to
see
find out where it is.
see where people went in maybe a particular, but actually that helps a lot.
Yeah, it helps
Yes.
a lot. Yeah.
So there was this good, amazing place. So we looked for it. Lucky enough, it was in Fort Canning too. We went and found like 1 million people taking that
Pictures.
very, very
Do
picture.
you remember how those guys were so helpful about the pictures? We couldn't take those.
We couldn't take that angle. It
How?
was so hard.
Those
But
guys were sleeping
You had to
down.
sleep on the floor to get that angle, but then it came out
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, so that was after the Fort Canning we
We went to Chinatown.
went to Chinatown.
Yes.
So,
So Yvonne, do you remember entering the temples?
the Chinese
Yes,
temples,
you can't just enter with your shorts and whatever. They
And
give
by
you.
the way, that was a culture shock
Yes.
also. You have to cover yourself up.
Yes, you have to
when you're entering the temples, the worship places, you have to put on something long. And also, I remember they never loved sleeveless.
Yes, sleeveless, put on a scarf.
And cover yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, and I love how China establishes all its, because you have, whenever you go to those big cities, you cannot fail to get a Chinatown. You see,
No.
they put their culture, literally, their traditions
But
everywhere.
you remember, in that Chinatown, there are different, like there's China, there's also India.
Yeah, there is also
You
India,
remember
yeah.
there was also Indian temples.
Even
and
Japan, actually.
And Japan,
There's,
yes.
I think it's like an
And that
Asia town, basically.
Yeah, that is one of the things I loved about it. It's so diverse. Like you feel more welcomed.
Everyone finds themselves. And then we bumped into like Nigerians, other Africans in there in the markets and all that. Okay, so that was day 1. Day 2,
It's all about the vibe. Do you remember
the evening vibe, the
evening
dancing. You just
people
sit on the streets, order your food. It's more like a food court. There was a big food court.
Food court. Then there's people playing very good music, dancing
On the streets. Everyone is just having a good time. Singapore is about having a good time. We did a walk. We walked the Queen Elizabeth walk.
Queen Elizabeth walk, yeah. So it is a walk that gives you a very good view about the city, all the buildings, all those beautiful,
the biggest landmarks of
yes,
Singapore.
you can see them while walking
the
around.
Malayan Park. We went to the Malayan Park, then we would see the Marina Bay Sands, the hotel. We were just counting down the days until we enter. Day 3.
Day 3 we went to Sentosa.
Sentosa Island.
Yes, Sentosa
It's an island. It has the Universal Studios.
Yes.
It has the Universal Studios. Then there are many different beaches.
A mall.
It has a shopping mall.
Yes.
Then it has the different beaches. You managed to visit one beach, the Sentosa Island beach. And then it had the most, visit that part, the sharpest, most, what do I call it? The southernmost point of Asia, like the peak of Asia.
Peak of Asia.
Peak of Asia, yes. So that was the highlight of day 3 in Sentosa Island. That was it. We had a good time at the beach, enjoyed ourselves. Day 4.
So on our 4th day in Singapore, it was on a Sunday.
Prayer day. We had to look for a church. We had to keep our spirits in check.
Yeah.
You know.
So we remembered that Pastor
Joseph Prince
is from
church.
Singapore, and
His
the
church is right in the city
yeah,
of Singapore.
so we had to attend.
So we went for like 4 a.m. to 4 a.m. No, 4 a.m. 10.
10.
We went for the 10 p.m. service.
10 p.m.
No.
10
We
a.m.
went for the 10 a.m. service.
Yeah.
It was. But we didn't see.
Unfortunately,
He wasn't
Pastor wasn't
in the
there.
city. Yeah, but the
We
church
enjoyed.
was was a good experience for the church. Then after that, we had lunch.
We had lunch and then we went to
Gardens
by
by
the
the Bay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Gardens by the Bay. Remember, they have a different feel during the day and during the night.
Yeah.
They light up.
We light up. No, but let's talk about the day.
Yeah.
All the beautiful flowers you have ever seen in your life.
Wow.
Hmm?
They are in Gardens by the Bay.
Yeah.
I think they went and collected all the samples from the world and they came up with that beautiful garden. Oh my goodness.
And then you remember they would label them, like they'll be like, this is Mediterranean, this is from South Africa.
Exactly,
this is from...
yes.
Yeah.
So if you're into floral everything, that is the garden to visit. It was beautiful. So that was it during, so you just move around. And remember, a tip for Singapore also, most of the activities are free. Remember,
most of them are free, but some of them you have to do.
Just a few actually. Just a few.
Like accessing the gardens.
No, just part of the garden. Remember that one with the waterfalls? Because usually when we are traveling, we are also very stingy with our code. Yeah. So where we can walk, we walk. Mm-hmm. Where we don't have to pay, we don't pay.
Yes.
Whatever we can see for free, we try to like minimize on the expenses and all that. So Singapore is also another place. Everything, most of the activities, free entrance. So talk about the night experience of the gardens.
It is more like musical lights. Mm-hmm. So there is music in the background, and then the music would go with the lights, with the way
the trees and everything.
And they are in the trees, so you see the feeling.
It's magic. It's beautiful. It's just everything. And then that was it for day 3, right?
That is day 4.
Oh, day 4. Yeah. Day 5 was the highlight of our trip because we had to check into the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. That was
like we had outfits, we had makeup, we had planned out everything for the night.
Because it was 30th. So even the hotel was so kind. They gave us like a small cake to celebrate. We were all turning 30. We had to, because actually we didn't go to the Marina Bay Sands Hotel just to sleep in the hotel. The whole thing that sold us to that hotel was the
access to the
infinity pool.
Yeah.
So we learned that you can't access the pool unless you're a guest in the hotel. So like, what other way to relax after staying in the hostel for how many days, hooked up in the bunk beds?
Yes. So you rob a bank first of all. After robbing a bank, you book one night.
One night in the Marina Bay. Yeah. But it was worth it. That was
so worth it.
The service, the hotel room, everything is like, it's not even 5-star. It is like 10-star, if that even exists. It's a 10-star hotel.
And then they made sure they gave us the highest
room.
So you would
the
see
view
the
and everything.
Look at our view from the room. Yay!
Tell me. First of all, it's the biggest, highest infinity pool in the world. It's elevated at 200 meters. Yes, 200 meters. Yeah.
So while you're in the pool, you also have that view of the city.
The whole
while you're swimming,
Singapore, actually, yes.
While you're swimming, you're also enjoying the view. Very good restaurants, bars.
The music, the vibe. It's amazing. Singapore is amazing. Would you visit Singapore? In a heartbeat.
Very much, yeah.
Yeah, so basically that was like the highlight of the trip in the Marina Bay Sands.
We didn't even sleep.
Did we even sleep actually?
We didn't sleep.
Did we?
So we came out of the pool. After coming out of the pool, we put on our outfits. We were going for a photo shoot. After a photo shoot, we went
dinner at the
Salavi
Club.
Yes.
Salavi Club.
Yes, we had some drinks, we danced. We
We celebrated life.
Yeah.
Slay queens, what you call them?
Today queens be like
Then we slept like at 2 a.m. 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
I slept like at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
In the morning, I had to go back to that phone.
It was cold. That morning was cold.
I had to go back
Yvonne
to that
had to
phone.
go back inside the water.
So I had a good morning swim, breakfast, and then off we went
Yeah.
off from Singapore.
Yeah.
Morning we had to leave from Singapore, take a 2 hours flight to Bali.
Bali.
That will be our next vlog for
Yeah.
Bali. Bali is a whole
whole
another level. Remember how we
another
told you
level.
like in Singapore we were peasants? In Bali we were what?
We were queens.
And princesses! Bali is also another experience. So guys, thank you for watching
Thank
this
you
one.
for watching. Thank
Catch
you
us
for being
all
with us. Yeah.
in our next Bali vlog. We'll tell you more about Bali
Yeah.
and the good sides of Bali. But any recommendations for Singapore?
Yes, yes, of course. You should visit Singapore. You should save up your money, book your hotel, book your plane ticket, and go enjoy Singapore. It's so beautiful. It's so worth it.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.